The city of Las Vegas, a sparkling oasis of entertainment constructed in the Mojave Desert. The city of casinos, fine dining, and shopping lies directly west of the impressive Grand Canyon and its 277 miles of river-eroded beauty. Speaking of beauty, there's nothing quite like sports fans making their way into the Orleans Arena to catch the finest curling action on the planet. Thank you for joining us for the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. This is session 13. Our featured teams, United States versus Germany. These teams making their way into the beautiful arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. They will do battle on sheet A. It's the board side sheet, nearest the fans. And we're gonna meet our teams. Throwing lead for the United States, Philip Tilker. Second stones, Colin Huffman. Throwing third rocks and skipping the team, Rich Rahonen. Throwing the fourth stones, Greg Persinger. Lead for Germany, Sebastian Speiser. Second and vice skip, Daniel Her Berg. Third, Manuel Walter. And skip, Alexander Bauman. Here's our standings. Sweden atop the standings at 7-1, closely followed by Canada and Scotland, Norway, Russia, Switzerland, all in the hunt still. Down towards the bottom, we've got China, Korea, Italy, Japan, Netherlands, and at the bottom of the standings, our feature game, Germany versus United States, looking for a crucial second victory. Action around the rink, it's full. We know what's happening on sheet A. On B, it's Switzerland versus Russia. On sheet C, Japan takes on Italy. Sheet D, the Netherlands are facing China. Pivotal matches all around the rink. And as the teams get ready to take the ice, my name is Ann Swisshelm. I'm a two-time Olympian in the sport of curling, and I'm joined by two-time world medalist Alison Kreviatsik. Alison, what's happening for these teams this afternoon?
Oh, this is a tough one. Both teams are at 1-6, as you mentioned. USA averaging 84 and Germany at 81. They're a small percentage difference, but they make a big difference on the ice. It's just those small mistakes here and there that are costing them. USA lost a tough one this morning against Russia, up 1 without and gave up a 2. So they're going to be looking for redemption and, of course, to stay above that standings, get an extra win on the board.
And that extra win is incredibly crucial for both of these teams. There's some new rules in place looking at the 2019 season. And 13 countries are here competing for this World Championship title. Whoever finishes last, their zone loses an automatic berth into the World Championship. It is so crucial. Germany and the USA, Germany representing the European zone, USA, the North America zone. It is really a very challenging situation, not only for these teams here on the ice, but for all of the athletes in each of those countries and zones.
Absolutely. And you got to think it's that little added pressure. You don't want to let your team down, but you also don't want to let the rest of the country down. It's definitely that added pressure, and the question is whether or not they'll have that influence them on the ice.
Yeah, and it's all going to start here with Sebastian Speiser. The 37-year-old, he's curled most of his life. He's having an outstanding tournament. And that rock lands nicely down into the forefoot. USA is going to have their lead, Philip Tilker, the 40-year-old from the state of Washington. Play a little takeout here. Keep things simple this first end, Allison?
Yeah, I think some teams have had a little bit of troubles here on sheet A. So I think throwing a hit here in the first end, just keeping things a little bit cautious. You don't want to go too aggressive here in the first end. Just get to know the ice a little bit, know the paths, know the weight.
Yeah, and with both these teams struggling for wins, you're probably going to find them a little more cautious than teams that are knocking out the wins. So USA skip, Rich Rahonen keeping things simple, keeping the field of play relatively clean.
Yep. Hard to hold it, Greg. Gotta go.
Keep going.
Hard.
Stick around. No roll. Good.
With that nice control weight, even though he was able to grab about half of that stone, still sticking in the house. Really great use, nice control weight. Bring the sweepers into it.
Yeah, and that's something we actually haven't been seeing from USA. They've been playing a lot of weight. But speaking of a lot of weight, here's Daniel Her Berg. He is a veteran player from Germany, so much experience. He's managing that board side of the ice, and he did so with big weight, and looked like a lot of rotation on that rock.
It did. Of course, as a skip of the team, you'll want to be able to know your players, and here we have Colin Huffman, 33-year-old, second here for Team USA.
You're good.
It's something you'll see over time as a skip. You get to know your players, know the little quirks in their delivery, and be able to ice them accordingly.
Yeah, so let's see, here's a second chance. See how much rotation. And again, just a lot of rotation on this rock for Daniel Her Berg. And that can make the rock go straighter in trajectory and further in distance. And while we're watching this defensive battle, the rules of play, 6 ends of the minimum are required. Each team gets 38 minutes of thinking time and 1 60-second timeout. So 6 ends are the minimum. The traditional game is 10 ends long. What does it mean 6 ends are the minimum?
Right, so let's say the score is getting away from you and you're just not feeling like you have the ability to catch up and win the game. You can concede a little bit early, but it cannot be before 6 ends.
Okay, yeah, that's the unique part about curling. One team can concede to the other. And Manuel Walter wants to concede nothing in this opening shot of the first end. So they've seen this spot. Looks to be running a little wide. He does just hit enough of the rock to remove it from play. And now here's an opportunity for Rich Rahonen and Team USA to settle into the draw weight on the ice. So Rich Rahonen, he's 47. He had a birthday on the opening day of this championship, and on that day was the only win USA's had so far. His birthday dreams came true, but the rest has been a bit of an uphill battle for USA. And that's nice draw weight. Get an opportunity to learn the ice, settle into the speed. Those draw shots are going to be critical for Rich Rahonen and his squad from USA.
And just squeaks out of the rings. So USA might use this to their advantage.
Yeah, now all of a sudden there's this little bit of a window, a little bit of an opportunity for USA to possibly score 2 points. Oh, you wonder why that's such a big deal. USA has the last stone advantage, and one of the key parts of this game is using that last stone to generate scores of multiple points.
It's going to be Phil. It's going to be all Phil. Both of you got to go. Dying, you got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Got to go. Hard. Got to go.
Here at the World Championships, the hammer is decided after a 9-minute practice that each team gets. And then they have some LSDs, so last stone draws, to the button. The team with the smallest distance has the choice of last rock here in the first end.
Now USA comes up short with that draw, and that's just a frustrating situation. That's the kind of thing USA has been dealing with on and off all championship. And Alexander Bauman, the 33-year-old skip, needs to take advantage of this opportunity for a little bit of defense. He gets to practice his draw weight. He's going to try and move away from that USA rock that sits short of the rings. He's got to keep this one in play. This rock is slipping pretty deep.
Yeah, I wonder if he kind of went back and cleaned the path a little bit. We'll take another look at the delivery here.
Yeah, he looks down. He definitely doesn't like something in the ice. Caught a bit of a flat spot or maybe a bit of debris, and he pushes through that release, adds a little extra rotation. And now Greg Persinger, the 4th player for USA, he's got an open hit to start this game.
Good shot.
Throw.
Fine.
And that's a lot more weight than we saw out of Colin Huffman in that similar spot in the ice. So USA may be testing some lines, some paths. And there's Colin Huffman. He's a big guy out on the ice, a super powerful sweeper for USA. Now, it seems like a pretty routine shot for Alexander Bauman. Just a hit in the back of the rings, but if he should roll out, USA might have an opportunity to split a rock onto the rings for 2.
Okay.
But they won't have it.
Nope, no chance to get back to that rock on the top left of your screen. It's going to be all about hit and roll out for USA skip. Good news is he just threw down this path.
Yep. Yeah.
A little shaky on that delivery.
Okay, you're fine.
Clean.
Fine.
Clean. Clean.
All right, good speed.
And Huffman takes care of that rock all the way down the ice. And it's a up-weight smash and roll out of play.
Good throw.
Team USA and Germany, it's 0-0 after 1. USA retains the hammer when we play 2. Welcome back to the second end of play in session 13. We had a pretty clean and simple first end of play, a little bit of opportunity. Now we see Germany testing that board side of the ice, where we have seen teams have a little bit of difficulty throughout the championship managing it. It's been maybe a hair slower. Sometimes it runs straight, sometimes it curls really hard. And Sebastian Speiser does a beautiful job throwing on that path right now.
Right now we'll see the United States throwing to that side, on the board side.
Gotta go.
Throwing up a corner guard.
Okay. Gotta be tighter.
Yeah, so they're just looking to put this rock about halfway between the hog line and the scoring zone. The house, that 12-foot diameter set of rings. And that rock maybe sits a little long and a little wide for them.
I think they were worried about running out of rings. Ideally, because it is swinging a bit going towards the boards there, that, well, if you have if you've got your rock too tight and you're only covering the edge of the 12-foot,
yeah, it's going to be not a lot of real estate you're protecting.
No, exactly.
Ist bei dir.
Ist gut. Oh, Linie ist super. Oh, wunderbar.
Gut.
Two beautiful shots there.
Yeah, so that center line guard stacked very well in front of their shot stone on top of the button.
70.
5. Get a 6. Yep. Line's good. Okay, line's good.
We're close.
Watch the line. Line's really good. It's going to be good. Has to be Colin. Yep. Right to it. Oh, if you can.
We're all there.
It's
all there.
Just bumping it in. Bumping it in. Very nice.
Attaboy.
Great freeze by Philip Tilker and USA. You can see just those angles. USA all of a sudden has control. Phil's got to be happy with that start.
Eins. Sicher drüber.
Eins ist gut. Hat Platz.
Alles. Alles.
Vollgas.
Hard.
Auf geht's, Jungs.
Hard. Go.
And now Germany needs to drag this rock as far as they can. Good news for them, they've got that high rotation from their second, Daniel Her Berg. It's going to travel much further than a rock without that kind of rotation.
Yeah, and lucky for them, I mean, they are sitting shot stone at the moment, and without hammer, they do have these center guards kind of staggered a little bit, so there will be a double peel opportunity for the United States.
Yeah, and this is the kind of double peel for Colin Huffman that if he hits on the right angle, he can drive that center line stone right back into the pile. You might get a ton of production.
Get it.
Just like that.
And all of a sudden, that's a very clear center line. And even though they left a German stone in the middle of the house, that's a great shot by Colin Huffman.
Double peel is what you're looking for, and he got the bonus out of it as well. Now Germany realizing just not setting up the way that they had hoped after that beautiful shot.
Yeah, and look at this. That's quite the play by Germany.
Yeah.
So they remove the corner guard and roll to the center. Now USA's got to make a choice.
Wow, I was actually surprised that it was quite a bit of weight for a hit and roll. I was assuming they were just going to peel that shot. But fantastic roll on that to have a center again.
11. Yep. Easy. Close, close.
And USA now has to be a little bit concerned about having a center guard to navigate around.
Great.
Here's that straight side of the ice, just It tricks teams thinking it's going to curl, and that is a bit of a disaster for USA. Slow is a little straight. And there's Coach Philip Drobnik from the United States of America. They probably talked about that side of the ice and how tricky it was before the game. And he's hopeful that his team takes note of that shot from Colin Huffman and makes the appropriate adjustment. And now all of a sudden it's huge advantage Germany this end.
Yeah, with that center guard still in play. Lying shot stone, he said. What an opportunity. And Colin knows it.
And as Germany sits 1 and 2, tucked into the forefoot, underneath the center guard, their coach, Martin Beiser, must be quite pleased with the start for his guys.
Collins just ran there.
Yours won't run like his, though.
No, I know, but I can't see. I only got like a third. Yeah, I think we. I think we got to run it. You like the run?
United States looking at the run back right now.
Aim for the hole and get one of them.
Yeah. And while they line up that run back, we'll take a look at Switzerland, Russia. Russia's sitting 1 in the house, but this is the last stone for Team Switzerland and Mark Pfister. This is a pretty routine shot. It's a wide open hit. Oh, his front end are working this so hard to hold the line. Have they kept it? Oh, they do. That is a great open for Switzerland. They're up 2-0 over Russia. Oh, and this is quite the situation. Japan has a single stone tucked underneath the center guard. Amos Mozaner, the big man from Italy, needs a big weight. He's playing across the house double takeout. Does he have it? He does. That is an awesome shot. That's 4 points on the board to open for Italy. Amazing opening end for the Italians.
He has just been making the most incredible shots all week.
He is an absolutely gifted player that's up and coming, hot shooting team from Italy. And now looking for to be that next European up and coming team. Germany sitting quite nicely right here.
I like it.
Okay, yep.
Bauman and Her Berg, they're looking on. They like it.
Well, hack.
Yeah, that guard is a little bit high, so realizing that they can definitely grab that curl. Once it reaches the center line, it's really going to go. So they feel quite confident that with the down weight, so just throwing a hack weight, they should be able to still get access to that stone in the forefoot.
It's good. 11.
This is line and weight kind of shot.
Gotta go!
It's going. Starting to curl so hard in the corner.
Roll it in.
And they catch that center guard. You talked about it, Allison, how hard the rocks move into the corner on the board side of the sheet.
Wow.
USA needed your voice in their head there.
Well, we are up in the stands up here, so don't think my voice projects that far.
Yeah, we're sitting in the seats where all the shots are made and the choices are pretty simple.
Yeah.
It's always a bit different for the players out on the ice. Their angles are different, their perspectives are different, and for sure the way their hearts are beating, much different. And for Alexander Bauman, he's looking at a pretty good situation for his team to set up for maybe a steal, definitely a force situation right now. They're looking for this guard to be halfway between that thick black line in the ice, the hog line, and the house. Might have over-curled a hair. He's okay. He's talking himself into liking that one.
Yep. I think USA's got a
Think I can get
bit of a tricky situation. Which shot do you feel more comfortable with?
Probably got here.
Just look for perhaps a little bit of a hit
Yeah.
and roll on this.
I can see that, Brooke.
You do have a double
Otherwise, you could try
opportunity as well.
The only problem is if you miss and they do
Problem
it,
is your shooter would roll out in the process, so that would give
On here?
Germany the same
Yeah,
opportunity
that's what I'm
to
talking
just
about.
draw around that center
Or-
guard.
It's got to be hacked to get.
Gotta be hacked.
Got to be hacked to get to nose.
Try to get to nose, Rich.
I kind of like, even if we roll here, it's not bad. He's got to hit.
Is he just drawing back under, though?
He's got to make it.
I like hitting that top one there. If you ever
Alright,
hit
hack.
and roll in the back one and Germany just punches that stone that's in the top of the forefoot, they're sitting pretty.
Yeah, this is definitely the call. Now, this is that spot on the ice that we saw that Colin Stone just didn't manage well.
Whoa.
Maybe a little down weight. So this tricky spot. USA's got their outside sweeper on, so they're trying to help this curl by having the outside sweeper sweep in the direction of the rotation.
Go, 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 go.
Way too much ice. It's too much stick. Good throw.
Too much broom, I think.
So they're just talking about Greg Persinger actually threw the right way to make the shot. There's Colin. So that sweeping real hard along the line in the direction of the curl, trying to help it finish, move a little bit more at the end of its path.
Kind of makes you wonder if it got into his head a little bit that the last one curled so hard. Maybe this one will do the same. But as we've seen quite a few times, it just seems to track there. And despite having Colin give it his absolute best to try and grab some extra curl.
Yeah, it was just not available for USA. And with that, this opportunity for Germany to really put USA up against it on this end. They're sitting 1-2 in the back of the forefoot. Alexander Bauman would love this rock to be completely buried behind their center guard. Full top four just on top of the button. Now you can see Germany trying to utilize that last second sweep, make it move.
Okay.
And they do a nice job. They sit into a pretty good control position.
Now the question is, which path do you like
Gotta hit this
best?
one first. This one will go.
The intern path is the one USA is looking at.
7.5.
It does give you that backing opportunity, but
That'll go.
Do you like this,
well,
Greg?
they're looking at a hit, I believe.
That face you just gave doesn't look like you like this.
The hit's a little bit dangerous here because if they should at all hit the #1 shot stone that's tucked behind the rings, their shooter will roll right out of play and it'll be a steal of 1 for Germany.
Well, what do you want to throw?
So USA has got to hit the stone right where Rich Rahonen's brush head is. That is basically, the tolerance is right there.
I think they asked Skipper if he felt comfortable with this. He said he did.
Yeah, he's a pretty quiet guy, Greg Persinger. So when he says something, he generally means it. So if he said he was comfortable, he is.
Yes! Hard, Colin. Hard!
Remember, they cannot hit that inside one, and they do a great job managing that. That stone doubles out the back too. But Germany actually achieved their goal that end. They forced the United States to a single point with that last stone advantage. USA's got 1, Germany nothing, but they move the hammer into their control. They'll try and set up a 2 points when we come back for the third.
Well, now we know.
You're watching live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018, coming to you from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, the United States of America. And that's who you're looking at. The United States of America team on the ice playing Germany. USA is up by 1, and this is a bit of a change for USA. Switching to some aggressive tactics, and while Germany manages that situation, we'll take a look live in on Switzerland and Russia. Alexei Timofeev. He has a draw to the full 8-foot against 2 Swiss stones. His front end taking care of it, holding the line. Now it's all about weight, plenty of room. They need full 8-foot, bit of the 4-foot, and that stone settles in perfectly. Russia gets on the board with a single point in the second end. Switzerland still up 1, and with the last stone advantage.
Yep. Gotta go hard. Really hard, buddy. You get a piece. Hard. Hard, you got it. Hard.
See on our sheet, a tick was made on the first. Rolled the shooter in the house.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. No.
Yep. Oh, that's good.
And that's a great roll.
What a shot. Philip Tilker has come to play this afternoon. That is a beautiful hit and roll. Those shots are so difficult. It takes such precision.
Hardest shot in curling, some might say.
The hit and the roll. It's 2 shots in 1. Very little margin for error on most of those.
Exactly.
Ja, ein bisschen mehr. Länge ist gut. Noch viel Platz. Geht noch runter. Bisschen mehr. Geht noch runter. Nee, ist gut. 7. Linie ist gut. 7. Wow. Linie gut. 7. Sitz. Okay.
A nice freeze by Sebastian Speiser.
Tap it about 6-8 inches.
So talking about the change of tactics for USA, throwing that center guard instead of coming into the rings. It's great to see them being a little more aggressive, just trying to force Germany to a single point, get that hammer back, maybe set up a steal. It's early in the game.
Speed is not good there in the middle.
And again, Colin Huffman comes up light. You've got to wonder, does he maybe have a bit of a slower stone there, or is it just a player adjustment? I know that's significantly light. He looks a little disappointed, but that's really unusual. He has been having an excellent tournament.
Am Ende vielleicht ein bisschen. Ja. Linie ist gut. Linie gut, nur Länge. Gut aus. Nur Länge. Nur Länge. Ja, braucht ein bisschen.
So they're going to look to try and wrap another one around here. Needed to curl, so they had to wait a little bit. Just lost the weight a little bit, but still a pretty good shot. Covers up that yellow. Leaves a little bit exposed on that top one, but I don't think you'll see United States making a play. The one in the house.
All right, you want 8.5?
Yeah, let me throw out.
Okay.
Changing gears a little bit.
Yeah, USA knows they're in a tough situation, and they're going to try and make a run double takeout.
Close. Yep. Yo. Close. Oh, you're on. You're right.
There it moves a little bit. Did they get enough of it?
Real bad. That's worst.
You know, that's actually the absolute wrong side that for USA to hit that stone. It's a frustrating situation when you're missing the angles, and it's just by a little bit, but the impact is so significant.
Yeah, they jumped it a little bit at the beginning. Makes you wonder whether or not Rich just thought perhaps he turned it in a little bit, perhaps, and then quickly realized his mistake, that did in fact need to curl a little bit more.
Wow, wow, weg! Ist da. Wow, wow! Wow! Den könnt ihr von der Länge vertragen. Jetzt ist er vorbei, vorbei. Yep, yep. Wunderbar. Sehr schön.
Do believe they were drawing to the wing on that, but
Yeah, and while USA contemplates their situation after that amazing shot in the first end by Amos Mozaner, we get a look at Go Aoki, the youngest fourth stones thrower in the field. He's 18, a high school student. And he's got an open draw 4-2 in this second end. Shikuya and Aoyama don't need to sweep this one. They need it to slow down. Stop right there would be great, and it does. Japan pulls within 2 of Italy with a nice shot from Go Aoki in the second end. And after a huge run double takeout attempt from the Dutch skip Jaap van Dorp, he only removed 1, and this leaves an open draw for 2 points for Sodeja and Team China. They've got a chance to tie up this game. And that is well thrown, well managed by Team China. It's 2-2 after 2 on sheet D. And in our feature game, USA made a wonderful draw into the center of the rings. They realized that the situation now is all about their center guard and the rocks that are in play. They just tick a little bit, but that tick actually sets them up into a great angle, fully controlling the forefoot.
Dann macht er die Guard. Dann macht er einen Takeout. Dann liegt er 3. Was meint ihr, die Guard weg?
Das ist eine Überlegung. Ich meine, was macht er? Wenn die Guard wegnehmen. Er kann ja.
Spielt er da, aber dann glaube ich nicht, dass er schon da was macht, weil das ist alles zu nah zusammen dann.
Dann kann er vielleicht den spielen, oder?
Ja, ich denke auch, das ist schon nicht schlecht für uns, oder?
Nehmen wir die Guard weg?
Kriegen wir immer noch den hinten ins Spiel.
Der
Oder geht auf den Double.
Der andere ist nur der da, oder? Dass wir selber da hingehen.
Bringen wir uns was?
Irgendwann vielleicht nicht mehr.
Die Guard. Ja, und dann haben wir immer noch den hier zum Schluss. Das ist halt zu einfach, dann liegt er zweimal, er muss nur irgendwann die Guard spielen.
Nehmen wir die Guard weg.
Machen wir die weg einfach.
Mach die Guard weg.
Wir haben Zeit, können wir am 6. End vertagen.
Okay, so after the team discussion from Germany with that excellent freeze by USA, Germany now needs to play a clearing shot. They might be trying to run this one back, so Manuel Walter, the up weight, and it's running pretty straight. It's the simple clear. Does USA get a fortunate bounce into the ring off their own corner? It rolls all the way to the back with that amount of weight.
You need a couple more inches because it's curling on this side. It's deep.
What's the call? It's a hit, though.
We hit stick
You
there.
can hold it.
His only way to get both threads out is by being able to hit his yellow rock on the center line. If we put a guard back up, he just peeled it. He doesn't want it there. Okay. It's 2 shots for him to lose both threads on the end turn.
You normally have the right instinct, though.
Here's the thing is, what
We
can
talked
you do?
a
We can
little
pound
bit about
that
it
one and
before,
he's
but
losing everything, and we're sitting one back
Rich
there.
has
If this is
already
yellow,
come
he's
down
gotta
to the
move
other
his
end,
shooter,
and
now
they're starting up
back
the
yellow for sure.
Should be
tactic
able to.
It'll give him a
discussion
point,
again. So
Okay, if you think he loses the back yellow, then I
just
don't
kind
mind.
of wish they would. They had something that they really wanted to say that they went down, because now they're actually wasting quite a bit of time.
Yeah. So, and this is where maybe USA could tighten up its process, just have their front end closer, because their front end does participate. This is a kind of a shared skip responsibility team. Let's listen to Greg and Rich discuss this one. Oh, nope, they're done.
Spray spins.
All right, I think we should
Put it back up. They can feel it again. We are.
I think we got to hit the back one.
Okay. Let's do it then.
Give him that. It should be.
Nope.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Let's
should hit the yellow.
Let's make it.
away, buddy.
Just normal.
So this shot is about limiting the damage that's potentially lingering at the end of the end. If a rock is in that painted part, it might hang on the scoreboard against you. Rich's instinct here to remove that side rock, I think, is pretty good. Challenging Germany to make that very delicate run double takeout that Phil Tilker was worried about. It's still a tough shot down the center. It is there, but it should leave USA a double opportunity back.
So might catch his yellow on there.
Yeah, even if Germany were to, let's say, catch their own in the process, at least they've opened it up. Right now, they've really choked up the front of the house. It's all red. They do have that pretty difficult out-turn draw then for 2 points if this was the final stone, but just looking to open it up a
Did they oversweep this? That's a pretty delicate weight.
That's good.
Here we go. We get a look at how these round things smash into each other and bounce. By throwing that delicate weight, though, it does keep both of the German stones around the 4 foot. It has changed the angles. Walter going through what we could have done, what could have happened.
You want to freeze here?
No, I didn't want to freeze.
Oh.
I'm just saying we hit this.
Oh, hit it? Yeah, that's not bad. Then he has to come through there.
Yeah.
We just can't take this, though.
Okay. You like this run better? Fine.
I think I'd be tempted to throw at that top yellow.
Going to be a rock up.
Try and get the double on those
double.
two. If you were to ever, if you're doing the hit on the back one, you are leaving a little bit of a pocket for Germany to come down to. Use that to their advantage. They could even just tap up that yellow stone.
Well, Allison, the U.S. has heard you. They have heard you. They are now going for the double takeout. Their shooter should go to the wayside, but what it will do is it will open things up for USA and their last rock.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shit. Come on.
Oh, and just the line calls have just not been sharp for Rich Rahonen today, and and there's a lot of things that go into that. You talked a little bit about the release, maybe of Colin Huffman, something he might have seen earlier. There's so many factors that go in for the person in the house. It's the exact weight, the number of rotations, momentum in or out, and it ends up being a tough job and a pretty critical one. So it's a freeze attempt for Bauman and Team Germany.
Länge reicht. Leichter Tipp. Leichter Tipp.
Wow. Linie ist perfekt.
Wow. Genau drauf.
Genau drauf. Ja.
Hart. Hart.
Wow.
Wunderbar. Sehr schön.
And you heard it, wunderbar. That is absolutely wonderful shot. Perfectly managed by the sweepers. Beautiful line control and weight control. The communication heads up. Great finish. Now, if you're USA, you are essentially conceding 2 points to Germany.
Just a little on the other side of the sheet. You threw it. It didn't move.
You might be able to just hit a little bit across the face of that stone right next to Rich, the skip from USA's target brush. So.
Yep, weight's good.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Oh. Close. Yep. Yep. Yes. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go.
No roll, fella.
And now this time, after the oversweep on the first one, it's the undersweep on the second one. You got
Didn't expect it to move that hard. It did.
the guys not trust him now. You know, it's you feel it. They're kind of calling their own line above him. It's just a tough scenario when all the players are reaching for as much production as possible from each moment.
It's just moving on that with that out turn.
Colin threw that 8.5 down there. Didn't move. Down the line.
So Germany electing to throw the cold draw to the forefoot. Of course, he needs to outcount that other red stone, which is half in.
Yeah.
So still not an easy shot for 2 here.
No, but this is an open shot that skips at the World Championship level. They need to be making routinely an open draw to full 4 for your score of 2. It's an outstanding shot. What a couple of shots from Alexander Bauman. He sets up the perfect freeze and follows it up with the open draw. Germany takes a 2-1 lead after the third end.
I think he peeled it 2 more times. In years, I think we messed up by it. Why did he go and peel it in the first place? It took him 2 shots to get to a red.
Because it was perfectly guarding the one.
Well, the only thing he had was running his yellow.
It's the only shot he had.
So we had to guard the yellow.
We would guard the yellow. We guard the rock.
When he came down, he was talking about guarding half.
Oh, no. You put the guard back.
Okay, so you put in the yellow, then he knows his.
There's action on every sheet at the Orleans Arena today in Las Vegas, Nevada. But it's all about Germany and USA. Germany had an extraordinary third end with some precision shots from the skip. And they've got a 2-1 lead over USA. USA's got a sharp shooting Philip Tilker, though, to open up the end. He's been putting the rocks in pretty great spots for USA.
Gotta go for weight.
They need this corner guard.
Yeah, it looks like they took a little bit more ice than they did 2 ends ago, but perhaps it's just a little bit of a fresh path. Does come up a hair short. They would have wanted that just around the 3-6-1 on the sheet.
Ah, stopp. Komm so, Scheibenfahrer.
And it's a similar situation that we saw in the second end. Not the perfect corner guard for USA, but Sebastian Speiser, he has set up a pretty beautiful end in number 2, and he's got a chance to do it again here in 4. So Walter already on. They need that rock to curl. It's a little wide and maybe a little light. You can see it start to bend. And they drag that rock all the way in.
Yeah, realizing that the line was out, there's not much of a point in leaving it off center guard. Might as well just sweep it in and have it cover something.
Yeah. And also, you're up in the scoreboard, keeping the rocks in the scoring area, deep in the field of play. It's a benefit for you. You can see there's Philip Tilker's overall numbers for the tournament, 86%.
Yes. Whoa.
This isn't a shot that Leeds get a throw very often. He's playing the double takeout. They were looking for a little bit of a roll. They didn't get the roll, but they got the double. It's an okay scenario.
Nice shot, Phil.
Not very often that Leeds get to throw doubles, so it's always a good feeling when you make them.
Daniel Her Berg. He's at 86% for the tournament.
Sauber. Whoa, whoa. Sauber. Whoa. Sauber. Whoa. Daniel. Whoa, whoa.
Just gonna roll a little bit too far. Is it gonna roll out? Oh, it just spins back in.
Catches the sharp edge on the underneath the bottom of that stone, the running edge.
We go here, though.
Spins back on some high pebble in the edge of the sheet.
Full 12 in the top.
And now we get a chance for a draw. It's time for Colin Huffman to settle in and figure out the weight of this ice.
Mine's good. Greg always.
You gotta go.
Gotta go, guys, I think. Gotta go.
The guy's working hard.
Come on, get it by.
Is it by the top one? Do believe it is. It is.
That's good.
But
I don't mind it.
not a bad placement for that. So that second shot there is where we kind of said before is where a good corner guard.
Yeah, anywhere around that 6 in the 3-6-1 logo is really an ideal spot. And USA's got double corner guards stacked on one side and a kind of a catcher from the German stone behind it. They might be able to work their way back over there. Germany's going to try and draw as deep as possible here and stay above the tee line.
Leicht over tief. Leicht drüber. Leicht drüber.
Nicht zu tief. That's good.
And they put that rock actually too far back in the rings. USA's got a draw now. They can activate those double corner guards. Great opportunity for USA. And speaking of great opportunities, we take a peek on sheet C. Japan sitting one in the back of the rings. There's 2 Italian stones in there, and that Japanese stone is incredibly vulnerable to Amos Mozaner. It's wide open. the front end just cleaning. Oh, and Italy hits back hard in the third. It is 7-2 with that score of 3. Outstanding play from the Italians here this afternoon. Amos Mozaner. All success there.
40-50, oder?
Mit 60.
Okay. Noch mehr, oder?
Mehr?
Ja.
And while we were taking a look at that score of 3, USA made a great shot to tuck around those double corner guards.
Yeah, he ended up ticking that tight guard, but not very much, so still ended up being able to bury a little bit around it, giving Germany still a bit of a tricky shot. Trying to sweep it to get some extra curl.
There's the catcher. Does it come into play? It does. Oh, USA. So this is a great situation for USA. Manuel Volter almost got there.
If we go under again and he puts one anywhere else, we can't.
Right. His out is to go under.
Just want to nose it.
Yeah.
Just normal.
Can't even get. He can't get.
So it's all about if USA is 1 or 2 or a
I think
third
we have
count.
to hit him because if we go under again, he's gonna throw one anywhere in the house, and we got 3.
Yeah, it looks like Germany is sitting 1 and 2, and those stones are imminently doubleable. You can take those out with just a nose hit. It's a pretty simple
Just an
routine
inch more.
shot.
Yeah, mine moved pretty good.
It moves pretty good.
Yeah, those 2 stones don't need to move far.
And those are the accuracy numbers for
Yep.
the third shooting, Rich Rahonen.
Hard.
Easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa.
Very good.
And that's a simple situation. USA is 1 under a corner guard and 2 in the back of the 8-foot.
Hold on.
Shot. 10.
Germany's got to take a couple of stones to just keep it simple, hit the open one. Maybe you'll get a mistake from your opposition. And you might get a chance to go after that one that's underneath the corner.
Yeah, they looked at that side one a little bit, but sure looks to me like from the hack, he's only got about half of it. So this is definitely the simpler shot, the less risky.
Yeah, and with each successive hit, you'll see the rocks kind of climb the rings, and at some point, Germany will have an opportunity to hit and roll over to the left side of the house. And Rich Rahonen coming out of the hack.
Whoa, Colin, whoa. Close. Yep. Yes.
Hard.
Yes.
Hard.
Looking for the hit and roll a little bit to the side, but
That's fine.
doesn't quite get it, but still does the trick.
Good sweep. Way to get on it.
But just like you said, Ann, so Germany's going to look to try and throw a hit and roll.
Ja, Nase ist gut.
Yeah, and Alexander Bauman is the hit and roll now is a little tricky. I think if you hit half that US stone, it could jam on a stone in the back, and you see that tournament accuracy. This is where Germany has really been struggling. The production from their skip at 73%. Statistically, he sits near the bottom of the skips. And it's, you know, there is some life there. We saw him make 2 great shots in the third end. And that one hits a little on the wide side.
It'll be okay even if you know. So, 9.5.
Now USA just needs to execute these routine takeouts, and They should be able to put 2 points on the board.
Good weight.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Greg
Whoa.
Persinger
Yep.
at averaging at 79.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yep.
So still struggling a little bit throughout the week.
All right. Throw.
Shoot him, bud.
As we take a peek
Real
in,
nice, Greg.
right next door, this is Sheet B, Switzerland and Russia. Russia is sitting 1 in the back of the forefoot. It's under cover just a little bit. Mark Pfister needs a delicate tap back.
Whoa. Whoa. Achtung. Achtung.
And his team is waiting. Now they're trying to help that curl right at the end. Did they get enough of it? They need to hang around. Oh, Alexei Glukov doing what he can. Not enough. Nice shot by Mark Pfister and Switzerland. They put another 2 points on the board for a 4-1 lead over Russia after 4 ends.
Germany trying their best to get in behind cover. Or, well, maybe not fully in behind cover, because I don't know if he'd be able to get shots stone out of it, but at least close as possible.
Yeah, the good news for Germany is that they did move it to the other side of the ice, that side of the ice where we've seen some kind of errant things happen.
Yeah, Phil. Yep.
But USA has a routine open hit, 4-2, and it is perfectly thrown, swept, called, managed.
Roll down.
Great shot from Greg Persinger, and USA moves in front after the 4th end. They're up by 1. It's 3-2. We'll be back for the 5th.
Tight, tight.
The lead for USA, Philip Tilker, gets us underway in the 5th end. USA calling for the centerline guard.
Halfway in, it's going to overcurl.
Great switch in tactics for USA.
Keep it on the line. Just keep going now.
Yeah. Okay.
Going to be aggressive, going to take ownership of the front of the rings. Up the level of difficulty for Germany. Germany's going to attempt that tick shot again.
Just dropping them.
This is something you saw a lot of a couple years ago. This tick shot in the early ends.
Länge ist gut. Yep. Länge perfekt.
Don't see it used all that often now,
Länge perfekt.
but it is a way to keep the ends nice and open.
Oh, is that a nice shot? And look at that. Now all of a sudden there's 2 corner guards. Both of them hanging around those sixes. Great shot from Speiser. USA is going to put up another center guard. Really trying to take advantage of that free guard zone.
Wait's good. Okay. Line's pretty good.
And on sheet C, after a couple of double takeout attempts from Amos Mozaner and Team Italy, the last one didn't happen. Go Aoki has an open hit for one. Oh, it's an open hit for two. His team is managing that stone beautifully. Hits on the nose, sticks around. That's 2 points for Japan. They trying to claw their way back. Italy 7, Japan 4.
T-Line, T-Line.
Wow, ist noch nicht vorbei. Ist noch nicht vorbei. Hängt, hängt. Anne.
And the inadvertent tick shot. Germany looking for a draw around the corner. That line takes its time curling.
Yeah, and
otherwise you leave that, but it
sure does block
I don't want to leave this.
everything up here. Of course, with the tick on the first, so you've got the two corners, but now all of a sudden, don't have a lot of draw room. Gonna need to perhaps look into trying to bail on these next few stones.
Yeah, the paths into the forefoot are,
Line's nice.
you got to navigate
really
a couple
good.
of ports.
You're ready, Phil. Yep.
Coming down, Phil.
Yep.
Okay, it's still good.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go.
Light.
So
Gotta go.
trying to hold the line
Phil.
here.
Gotta go. Still Phil. Always.
USA sneaks around that center guard and sits. Top four fully buried. Great shot from Colin Huffman. And we'll take a look at the situation facing Jaap van Dorp, the skip for Team Netherlands. China has two rocks for sure in the rings, and one of them is on the button underneath the center guard. The Dutch team needs a bite of the button in order to take a single point. And that finishes nicely for Jaap van Dorp and the Dutch. They take a single point and a 1 point lead over China as they head into the fifth end.
Looking back at our sheet here, it was a beautiful double peel and then a little tap up on their own too, which even sits behind that corner guard. Absolutely incredible.
Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah, my fault.
Oh, just stuffs it. That is tricky to do.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Colin, I was gonna roll loop.
and again, that line call becoming an issue. USA just on the wrong side of the inch on the line call.
Oh, is that your last one, Colin?
Finn. Sauber.
Finn, whoa,
Achtung, gegen andere Seite.
whoa.
Yep.
And it's an open hit for Germany to sit two. They've got a chance to put a couple under cover. Oh, and that's a disappointing location. Daniel Her Berg, he knows it. He's seen so many shots. He knows they needed the roll there. USA's got a chance to make a double takeout and sit behind a guard with this one.
My fault, Colin. I thought it was gonna move a little. Peel.
Like this.
It's half a rock, right?
Yeah.
Give them both, kid.
It should run straight here, right? It's a little closer to the center line, though. Give me just a hair more.
It's half a rock.
So just looking for a half rock double here. one straight. He asked for a hair more. Maybe a little bit nervous. It was going to be too little, but catches it on the other side.
Yeah, that center line is a bit of a danger area. We've seen teams struggle with the management. They get a little nervous around it. Once a rock grabs the center line, it is crossing hard here at this venue. And it looked like Rich got a little nervous at the center line and then might have set it out a bit on his delivery.
But I mean, with Peel Plus type of weight, it's not going to move a lot. You definitely are going to see that curl on the lower weight shots, but what we call, you just have to trust the broom.
Yeah, you got to believe it. You got to trust what you know, what you've been seeing. And the hit and roll goes to Germany. And Manuel Walter, see this, just a little more than half that stone. You hit and you tuck underneath that red rock at the top of the number 6. Now let's go back. That's that tick shot. The first rock for Germany in the end. The beautiful tick shot that set that rock over on the wings. They're hiding behind. Now USA needs to hope for a hit and roll of their own.
It's close. Yep.
Weight's good.
A hair down.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Hard, Phil.
Hard.
Come on, Phil. You gotta go.
Hard.
This is going.
Hard. Hard. Gotta go hard.
Watch shooter.
Gonna roll too far. It is in the open. Another opportunity for Germany with a hit and roll.
Dann weiter raus ist auch okay.
Ja, ist gut. Weil wenn wir links rollen, dann macht er den Freeze. Sind wir auch hinter der Tee.
So Germany knows it can actually go really hard for a big roll here. They can roll, I mean, you don't want to roll out, but you don't want to miss the opportunity to create a ton of separation. And then USA will have to decide, do we hit this one way on the wings? Do we make the run back on the corner? It's and we get that straight spot in the ice, Allison.
Yep.
We've seen teams just struggle. A little bit of up weight, maybe a little bit of outward momentum, and no curl to that stone.
Control.
Roll back middle, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Can't wait.
He hasn't said.
How much you got?
7/8.
What?
7/8.
All right. I like control.
Yeah, the other option that United States has would be a little freeze on this. You could even bump it a hair as long as you sit on the high side of that stone.
Yeah, and that's the kind of shot that if you've got confidence that you're, in your team, you force Germany to make the hit.
I think it's 10.
Yep. Well, yep.
We're
yes.
close.
Yes. Gotta go.
Give them the harder
Gotta go,
shot,
Phil.
so to say.
Up the level of difficulty for your opposition.
All right.
And that rock curls hard into the corner. USA holds the line to get the takeout, but they do not get the roll. It's wide open, and Germany actually has a chance to tuck another stone underneath that corner guard. And
Darüber oder da? Lass mal hier hinrollen.
they're talking about which way they want to roll.
Wir können ja auch weit.
I think you want to roll to the wing, don't you, Allison?
I agree.
Vor was haben wir eine Angst?
I think if you roll in behind that center guard, you will be behind T-line, giving the United States a perfect opportunity to come around and freeze on top.
Yeah, and take yourself out of the end. Take that multiple score away.
Wir können auch noch da. Wir können noch da.
Ja, da kann er auch einen Freeze hinlegen.
Da liegt er vor der Tee.
Da kann er auch einen Freeze hinlegen und hier haben wir einen langen Roll. Weißt du, selbst schon mal den machen, ist schon okay. Ja, ist schon
Yeah,
okay.
that's definitely a better option.
Ja, das ist auch ein bisschen kürzer zu rollen. Da müssen wir schon weit rollen.
Ja, klar. Eine Frage.
So the two good options are a hit and roll away very far, Roll to the edge of the 12-foot for Bauman. USA would love to see him roll all the way out, and then USA could attempt the run back on the corner, or maybe go with the draw underneath.
Yeah, 2 here for Germany would be acceptable for the United States. You do not want to give up a 3 though, so few of the options to hit the back one and just concede your deuce. I think that's what they might be looking at. Yep, and now this one looks like it's gonna sit right on the nose. So just in between the 2 shots, and I think they were ultimately going for that roll to the underneath the corner, to double stack him underneath the corner. Germany still in a good position.
You
guys like this better?
Whichever you guys see better. They're both viable options.
Which one are you going to make, Greg?
I mean, you roll to the left, it's easier, right, than trying to roll.
I think it's easier to roll to the left because you don't have to, you're not rolling as...
If we roll to the right, we don't quite get it perfect, though. He's got to make a shot on it, right? Or if I roll to the left too far,
10.5?
he just draws for 1.
10.5.
10.5, he said.
Okay.
Actually, let's play normal.
So which way are we rolling?
My way.
Okay.
So we got to be a foot past center.
No, let's go 10. Control.
Control.
10.5,
So
buddy.
tons of discussion here from USA. It's kind of their normal modus operandi. They have to work through every single individual's desire, input. It's a lot to navigate for any team. So trying to hold the line now. They weren't going to get the curl. They do get the tuck underneath. That's a pretty good shot. It's still open for Germany, but
He's made it a lot more difficult for them, though.
Yeah. Wow.
on that straight spot on the ice, still fooling
I was getting ready to call
these
the roll.
teams out here.
God, I just ran.
Oh, straight.
Are they listening to themselves? You can hear them. It just ran.
Yep.
Phil Tilker says straight. You got to hear what you are saying.
Yeah, just believe it.
Yeah, it's really happening. It's not the release. It's not the rotation anymore. Those things are out of your mind. It's actually the shape of the ice. You got to play to it. And now Alexander Bauman with the last stone in the fifth end. He'd love to go into break having scored two.
Sauber!
Sauber!
It's a control weight takeout. He needs to just hit half the USA stone that's tucked a bit under the corner.
This looks great.
Beautiful weight control. Hits and rolls right to the button. That is 2 points for Germany. And Germany takes a 5-2, 4-2 lead into the break. 4-3 lead into the break, sorry.
Ryan, ich wollte aber kein Gatorade. Wo ist mein?
After some great rock placement by Team Germany, USA skip Greg Persinger is faced with a tricky double takeout to sit shot.
Great shot.
And he gets it perfectly. USA hangs a point on the board. And in the third, after a beautiful freeze on his first, Alexander Bauman and Team Germany need a full 4-foot draw, and it comes perfectly to rest on the button. They take 2 points. USA taking advantage of double corner guards in this end. End up leaving their skip, Greg Persinger, a wide open hit and stick for 2 points. And in the fifth, USA's final stone rolls, but not quite far enough to be hidden. Team Germany, they can see half that stone, and that's what they hit. Well executed, delicate takeout. 2 points for Germany on the board going into the break. Checking out the action around the rink on sheet B. Switzerland is up 4-3 on Russia. Japan, they've got 4. Italy's still up by 3 points, playing the fifth. The Netherlands and China, they are all tied up going into the sixth.
Bring out the best that we have right now. Dig deep. It's been a long week. It's been tough, but we got to dig deep and bring out everything we got here. This is a team we beat for a living. So let's go out and do it. Okay? All right, let's do this. Come on.
Thanks, Phil. So, guys, 5 good ends.
Gefällt mir. Ja, auch.
Zeit ist gut, oder? 20:45 haben wir.
Ja, 2:18, passt alles. Easy.
Ja, alle gut im Spiel. Weiter so.
So the head-to-head statistical battle, the edge goes to Germany in every category. And that's how they've got the 1-point lead on the scoreboard. It's close though.
Hard! Oh, yep.
Get it. That's worst.
Hard, Daniel, hard. Fest.
You're watching live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. We're coming to you live from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. My name is Ann Swisshelm, and I am joined by Allison Kreviatsik. You are in for a wonderful second half of play in our feature game. Germany's up by 1. Playing the United States of America, the host country. Both of these teams are clawing for a second win in this championship.
It has been a tight match so far. USA here with hammer in the 6th end.
Yeah, it's very important. And Speiser, he is playing absolutely to form, consistent to his tournament accuracy, very steady game. This rock they'd love to see in the top of the 4-foot. It is slipping deep. Now that's a reminder to USA's lead, Philip Tilker. After that 5th end break, the ice conditions can speed up a little bit, and we see this pretty regularly. Now we talk about tournament average. His tournament average is 87%. Philip Tilker having the game of the tournament so far. He has not missed a shot.
Oh, Greg. Greg. Yep. Get it out center, bud. Get it out the center line. Go, keep going. Good spot.
That's a great spot.
Yep. Phil is continuing his outstanding play today. Puts that corner guard up. It's in the free guard zone. It cannot be removed from play until Germany's second gets into the hack. And now their lead needs to make that weight adjustment. Take a little bit off They've switched turns. They're going to the other side of the ice.
Daniel ran. Wenn dann Daniel. Wenn dann Daniel.
Brauchen wir Länge.
Oh. Das ist richtig. Gut.
And that's a beautiful adjustment. There's a ton of separation from those rocks. And USA switching tactics again. They're trying something different. They went with a hit and roll last time. Now with that beautifully placed corner guard, we're actually gonna try and activate it, draw underneath it.
Tons of room, always great.
Curl a little here.
Well, lots of weight.
Yeah, 7-8. Gonna be Greg.
I don't know if I can go as much.
No, then don't. Back 8.
Yeah, the hit and rolls being so difficult. Definitely giving yourself the higher percentage in the draw, but
okay, that's not bad.
Just slips too far.
Yeah, it does hang on. It does hang on in the back corner. That's a very quick spot on the ice for all you young leads at home. That kind of clockwise rotating shot in any arena coming off the center line in the sixth end. It's about the fastest spot on the ice. And Phil gets caught for the first time this game. Daniel Her Berg not caught. He makes that outstanding peel. He's got that helicopter kind of release. Lots of rotation.
It's a good way to describe it for sure.
Yeah, the blades are spinning quickly.
Yeah, we have noticed quite a few games that they've said that it is definitely quicker to the wing. Colin Huffman struggling a bit this game, 55%, and not all of it is Colin. There's a lot of line call, just not quite grasping it.
Yeah, he did underthrow a couple of shots early, but there were some line call errors. I mean, those statistics are full team statistics. They get assigned to an individual player, but the whole team impacts those.
Oh yeah, easily.
87? I did 87.
Yeah, I had 97.
I needed a 70.
Yep.
And taking a look at Japan, Italy. Amos Mozanner is needing tap.
Buona questa, 5-1, tira in 5-1.
To take one.
5-1 questa, 5-2 quasi. 5-2.
And his team tapping this rock in. They get it. It is a single point, well-managed tap. It's an 8-4 game. Italy extends their lead by a little bit.
Okay, not bad.
Okay.
USA's freeze attempt just sits a little wide.
Haben wir nur noch den, aber ich glaube, er geht immer hier drauf.
Yeah, he had great weight.
Dann macht er den Come Around, wenn alles weg ist.
That line this game is just, they're really struggling with it.
Yeah, they're really reaching for it on Colin's rocks in particular. You know, each of the stones that are out there, they look exactly alike, but they are unique, one to themselves, and managing them can be a little challenging. And we get that game comparison to the overall play from Manuel Walter. He's having a pretty steady performance today. Good news for USA is that freeze attempt is still absolutely available to them in the back of the house, and now there's a little bit of a pocket.
This was where my...
Okay.
He's a 2, right? 27?
Yeah.
No, he's 16.
And one difference that I think noticed throughout the week is Collins actually runs a little bit straighter than the rest of the guys.
81 on me?
So that could also play a factor into it.
Yeah, that management of different releases. We're seeing a couple of different releases, right? We talked about Daniel Her Berg's, the high rotation he's got on his stones. That Colin Huffman might throw a bit of a straighter and out release. There's a lot of factors that go into this play.
Gotta go.
And now Rich Rahonen's rock is curling right away. It is curling hard.
See the difference there between the two, and he knew it when he was going down the ice. He said, I think I need more ice. I think I need even more.
Yeah, well, I was going to be 8.
No,
Yeah, and this is about Rich getting real honest feedback. Was he a little narrow? I mean, the weight was pretty close. Maybe a bit light.
Okay.
Mit Bier.
Sicher vorbei.
Der ist okay.
Ja, ja.
Genau.
Wenn wir rausrollen, ist okay.
Yep.
Mit Bier.
Da kommt es nicht so, gell? Der Seite.
Genau. Ja, schön auf dem Besen, einfach loslassen, da ist er genau richtig.
Yep. Wow.
Der hält sich schon da. No panic.
Okay.
Just a bullet coming down the sheet right now and just picks it clean. That's a great hit and roll out for Germany. Now USA is switching tactics. They're still in thirds rocks, and I don't think they need. I'd love to see him try that freeze one more time. I mean, it's still available, the same scenario. I know they might be a little bit worried, but it's worth the risk, I think, in the sixth end to set up your 2. Yeah, and just like you said, they do have hammer in this end, so
Gotta go.
maybe they're just worried about being forced to take one, but at the same time, taking one here is not the end of the world.
Yeah, and actually, even if Rich had made that shot, they were looking at a likely force anyway. The triple was really tough, and a double even allows Germany to still sit 2. And now this is an open takeout for the German skip, who is playing really well today. And that's about those freezes. He's really generated those multiple point scores for his team. A freeze, a draw to the forefoot, a delicate hit and roll. But all of a sudden, he has a wide open miss. He's stunned. Stunned. I think this speaks to Colin Huffman's stone being straight. I think it absolutely does, whether it's him throwing it or the rock itself. Rich Rahonen's rock curled in this spot. Alexander Bauman's rock curls just incredibly. Absolutely flies past the U.S. stone in the house.
90 from him?
And now USA.
Pretty good, right?
Or 90.
Yeah, somewhere right in there.
They need to draw it. They need to hit the tee line on the other side of the rings. Create as much separation as possible. Limit Germany's chance at making a double takeout. And USA can hang 2 on the board.
I feel heavy to me. I feel heavy to me.
Line's good.
Greg averaging at 80% so far this game.
Phil,
Look up.
right to the tee.
Have to go.
Come on. Come on,
Keep going,
come on.
keep going.
Goldie up to you.
Come on.
Keep going.
Hold you, hold you.
Keep going. You got it. Go, 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 go.
You're there, you're there.
Okay, well, that's good. Great shot.
And fantastic sweep by Team USA. There is not much for Germany to do except hit and roll and hope USA doesn't execute the open takeout. There is a chance for Germany to hit in front of that stone in the back of the 8-foot.
I guess since just throwing down this path feels comfortable throwing another one and getting some redemption.
Yeah, you want to show yourself you know how to make it in this path, and this is maybe a little more weight than he threw on the first one.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yep, whoa. It's close.
Go, go, go hard.
And he does make the roll and sits for count. It is, again, it's wide open.
I'd rather throw 10 and a half.
Der Erste, der war ja wieder so unnötig.
Okay.
Kind of weight you throwing, bud?
10 and a half.
Sounds good. Okay. A lot of footprints here, so keep your boom down.
So again, this is a routine shot.
Remind me.
I'll remind you.
In every sense, except for the fact that you have to make it if you're USA. And that's what makes it, so important on the last stone of the end. It's the sixth end, it's the even end, the second half of the game.
Stay with it. Phil.
You've got a great chance to take 2 points.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Oh my. Is it gonna stay? It does.
Oh, great shot. USA keeps it exciting on the open takeout. Greg Persinger, he nails it. USA is up by 1 after 6.
Good sweep there.
Take it how we can get it.
It's 5-4.
Next one.
USA playing Germany. USA, they are up by a single point. Germany's got the last stone advantage. Philip Tilker had been playing 100% till his last rock in that last end. He's looking to hang on to that top percentage points and puts a center guard beautifully in play. And this is the same tactic we've seen Germany attempt in the 3rd and the 5th ends to great benefit. They scored 2 in each of those ends. It's all about the tick shot. And Sebastian Speiser, their lead.
Yep. Wow.
Bisschen mehr.
Ja.
Bisschen mehr.
Länge ist perfekt.
Wow. Achtung. Achtung, yep, yep, yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Facing an unbelievably difficult situation, Team Switzerland skip Mark Pfister has to draw the button. He needs to tap the Russian stone back by an inch in order to score here.
Linie! Linie! Whoa, whoa, linie!
Russia's got 2 rocks in the forefoot. One is on the button.
Linie ist perfekt. Komm, verlängern.
If they get by, they've done it. And what a sweep, what a shot. It's 1 point for Switzerland. That's a fantastic shot. Switzerland is up by 2 after the 6th.
Looking back to our sheet, so another great tick.
Whoa, okay. Okay.
Trying to throw center guard, but comes in a little deep.
I think we got to keep it away from their guard at least.
Sounds good.
All right.
I like the out.
Just looking to throw the hit and stick around the center line area to make that roll as long as possible.
So now, Colin Huffman, who has been having an absolutely fantastic championship, clearly not getting the production they're looking for from his rocks. This game comes up with a beauty here after a full end-to-end sweep by Phil Tilker.
Not sure that was plan A, but a really good plan B.
Yeah.
If it was plan A, then I missed that one.
Yeah, no, that was. They wanted to roll that direction towards their rock, their colored corner guard. So there we go. We get the helicopter. That active release from Daniel Her Berg.
Yep. Hard.
And it works. The run double takeout. Great shot from the veteran player.
You want to play this way, so we don't have to roll that much.
And all of that rotation, that goes directly into the object rocks that you're trying to hit. Creates spin, creates momentum. And USA will clear this end out.
I'm a little bit surprised by that, actually.
Yeah, I think USA's goal, they threw that center line guard up on their first rock. It seemed to me that their goal was to set up a force situation, and given where they are in the game, that would be pretty critical.
Kreativ.
Ja, das ist schon nett. Das ist schon nett.
Ja, aber fast. Oh, doch.
Germany happy to keep the play in the house. And looking over on the far side of the rink, sheet D, Jaap van Dorp and the Dutch team, they've got a great situation to set up a score of 2. It's a wide open hit on a Chinese stone in the top of the 12-foot, and they're cleaning it in. That's good news, and 2 points is great news. Netherlands takes a 2-point lead after 6. They're up 5-3 over China. Looking in on Japan and Italy, much like the overall score, the situation facing Go Aoki, it's all Italy in the rings. Lots of rocks. Go Aoki needs a piece of the button to hang this rock on the scoreboard. There's a lot of room left to curl. They've got to get all the way to the button. Aoyama and Shikuya going as hard as they can. Did they get it? Oh, they do. With millimeters to spare. Go Aoki, that 18-year-old, makes a beautiful draw. Hangs a point on the board, pulls within 3 of Italy.
Yep. Yeah. Wall, it's there. Whoa.
And just looking back at our sheet, it's pretty much the same where we left off, just open, just exchanging open hits.
Yeah, and again, Germany's got to be thrilled with being able to move the hammer to their advantage. That's what they're looking to do here as we get to that pivotal 8th end.
Okay.
And that rock just sailing out. Not a problem.
Looks like someone gave the wrong rock again. Stop giving Richie. 26. I know.
Sure, and
I'll do it.
He took his own stuff.
He might have.
Okay, so.
90.
USA Skip getting a chance to practice his draw weight. It's a wide open house. A wide open end.
Pretty good bump, boys.
Weight's real close.
all right, just make sure it's fully in.
We're back 4.
Okay.
No, we're not that far.
14,
Just short of T,
14-1, it should be right here.
Right on T.
Good rock.
Okay.
All right,
So we are back 4.
Heard the team say 14-1, hog to hog.
Yeah.
Seems pretty consistent to what we've been seeing all week long.
Yeah, and that's a pretty valuable draw for Greg Persinger. He's only thrown 1 draw in the game. Really important for him to have that weight. He's thrown 11 takeouts in a row and finally gets a draw.
Yeah, it might come in handy a little bit later on, so it's good to have that in your back pocket.
Yep. Yep.
And there's no miss on this wide open takeout for Alexander Bauman this end.
Seesaw.
Weight's good.
I'll be looking just for a
Yep, Phil.
hit on the nose here.
Oh,
Easy.
we're good.
We're good. Throw.
It's good.
Might be running a little bit.
Aren't I 1-6?
He's got it.
Did I throw?
It's good to stay in the center. That way it gives Alexander Bauman even more room to have to roll out to attempt the blank. But still is a pretty routine shot.
Yeah, this is the kind of shot that these guys make nearly 100% of the time. Actually, in the entire championship so far, I've only seen 1 of these missed. Oh, and a little bit of a speed, trying to pull himself up there. Speed wobble at the end, because they throw it hard. They make sure that that shooter rolls all the way out of play. And with that blank, the all-important last stone advantage goes to Germany. They're still down by 1. But they'll be putting some rocks in play in the 8th. You're watching coverage of USA versus Germany from the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship 2018 in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States of America. The score is USA 5, Germany 4. As we start this 8th end of play, Germany has the last stone advantage. How critical is that at this point in the game, Allison?
Absolutely. To have the last stone here, be able to take your deuce or even a 1 here would put you in a really good situation. So then you'll have the, if you're able to force a 9 and take the hammer also in the 10, you'll be able to have 2 ends with the hammer as opposed to just the single.
Yeah, I mean, so even if Germany just ties it up here, if they take a single point, they've got a 65 to 70% chance of winning the game. So USA tactically, you know, allowing that blank to happen in 7, it actually, even though they're up in the scoreline, it's really put them kind of behind in the overall maneuvering, the chess maneuvering of this game. On, you know, the long game, they've lost sight of it a little bit. Here's our head-to-head matchup. We know who the winner is on this. It's Philip Tilker, but all credit to Sebastian Speiser. He has made 3 unbelievable tick shots that have led to 2 points and 2 points, and then a blank in 7. Absolutely incredible play from both leads in this game.
I agree. The statistics only say so much.
Not bad.
Yeah, they don't give you the full picture. And now we're going to get a chance to see draw a little bit of a freeze. He's got the corner guard up. Phil Tilker, he's got the rock on the button, the guard on the center, right in front. This battle of leads has been absolutely awesome.
Hat Platz!
Hier!
Ah, sieht schlecht aus.
Nicht so schlecht.
Muss doch können. Muss doch können. Jetzt kommt er gut. Am Ende noch mal Mann. Yep.
Kein Tick. Kein Tick.
Great freeze.
Oh, and you know what? It continues. Just
kind of to be expected now, eh? Of course he's going to make this.
Absolutely. Perfect shots. That is how you draw up the textbook. When you talk about this as a coach, that's the way you line it up on the board off the ice.
Textbook.
Yep, and now Colin.
Yes. Yep. Whoa, how's the way? Yep.
Production on his stone's a bit of a struggle. He's already shaking his head. It's not even halfway down the sheet.
3. Gotta go.
Your line's dead.
Just the guard. Carve it over into that hole.
Yeah, it's you, Phil. Whoa,
right there.
you're out.
Right there.
That caught on my hand, Rich. I threw that so bad.
Okay.
All right. My fault, buddy. That was good. Until I got you out here, and then I just touched it.
Okay.
My fault.
Huh?
Yeah.
So the struggles for Colin continue in this game.
5-6.
Okay.
Gotta feel for him.
And there's the statistics, the head-to-head. I mean, advantage Her Berg. So
Yep.
and you get this unique release. You see it at home. Lots of rotation. And he holds the line.
Great shot. There is no double there.
No, look at this. Great sweep.
Solid board, like 11.
And that's all set up from that freeze from their lead.
Leads are always very underrated, but they are so important.
Yeah, you flash back to their shots, and you remember how they helped you set up the end.
Go. Come on.
was good, boys.
And weight was good, line was not. Colin ends up hitting on the wide side of
so
that's what we wanted.
Yep.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
the German stone, and you can see what it did. It pushed it absolutely under center, left the other stone in the back of the 12-foot. An opportunity for Germany to hit and roll, even just a hit and stick out there. They will sit 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, stay down here.
So after that great hit and roll from Germany, China with an opportunity to draw for 2 points. Or is it just a draw for 1? It's Sodeja and his team.
That's what we're just talking about.
They need a piece of the forefoot.
Really straight with the out.
They're not sweeping at all. Is this rock going to come to stop? It does not. It slips deep. Oh, opportunity missed for China. They end up with 1. Netherlands has a 1-point lead and the last rock advantage, playing 8.
8.5.
We have to get to nose.
Well, we wanna make the double. We wanna make a double if we do hit it right, right?
We have to get to nose. Yeah, the hair on my side, you can leave him line 2 meters.
Yeah. Rich, we're not worried about making the double.
Yeah. All right.
8.5.
Okay. 8.5.
8.5 or 9.5 is fine.
Okay.
Either one.
We're not worried about making the double.
So 9.5?
We're worried about keeping our red.
Right.
Let's do it. Okay.
So with that hit and roll and
Skinny that top one, we're actually
the misses out of second stones for USA,
You like it?
they're facing a tough situation.
We're throwing what weight?
8.5.
8.5.
They need a run back. They need to stick the object rock,
I think I need
that
just a
center
touch
line
more.
guard, right on top of the forefoot. They want to hit this straight back.
Oh, whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Phil. Phil, go. Go, 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 go. Get out.
Oh,
that's really good.
Wow.
Really
Just
good.
clears everything up from everything that was junked up in the middle there.
Yeah, that is really good news for USA, even though Germany is still count stone in the back right. Here you see a look at these angles. Catches all 3 of the German stones. I know Rich was lamenting he didn't throw more weight, but I got to tell you, you've got a center guard still. You have a chance to get out of this end. Great shot.
Yeah, you gotta say thank you, Skipper, for that.
Yeah. And there's those head-to-head statistics. Really the difference maker here. Rich Rahonen on that 63% on his draws, just down a little from his tournament average.
Linie ist gut. Linie ist gut.
But it's all about what you're going to do for me next, not what have you done. And Manuel Walter looking for a fully buried shot on top of the forefoot. Comes up a little bit light. And there's an opportunity for USA to play a hit and roll, tuck underneath. Not a ton of space there for USA, but you can see that rock is visible edge to edge.
Forward? I do.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of air there. They're going to throw board weight.
Like 11.
Was a hair too much.
Oh, switched it up. Maybe throw a little bit more. Here, 11. 11 meaning a hog-to-hog time.
That's real close. Yeah, you got lots
Yeah, it's 11 seconds, hog to hog.
Drill this.
Weight's good.
Almost 10 and a half.
Whoa. Whoa then.
10 and a half.
Whoa then.
Maybe a little bit up weight. Starts to curl.
Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa. Yeah.
Great shot.
Just gets by.
Go, Rich.
Great shot.
Wow. They played that really tight.
I gotta say, thanks, Greg.
You're right, Greg. Good call. Way to go.
Thank you, Greg.
Yeah, good thing they were listening to the voice on the far end of the sheet.
All of our tolerance we have here.
Germany does have the run back here. They can sit locked under cover with a good shot from Walter.
Whoa! Whoa! 9!
Huffman?
Go. Okay.
We can play this way. That's pretty good. But we can't leave a double. That's the main thing, right? This way it would just carve the right here would be fantastic.
That he's going under, right?
Yeah.
Taking a look, we've got Amos Mozaner. He throws a ton of weight with precision, and he needs it here, picking the Japanese stone off the back of the forefoot. Italy hangs 2 more points on the board. They are up 10-5 after 7.
I think we got to go here. We got to play this.
Yeah. He only has 2 inches. He has an inch of room on the outturn.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, then
maybe
I like
2
this.
inches of space.
Then I like this.
Okay.
So we haven't lost a beat on
It's
our
so
feature
straight
sheet.
Here. It's going to be tough for him to roll in.
Yeah.
USA trying to work out.
I
They
thought he had a
know
little
they've got
more
an opportunity. They can feel it.
Well, yeah, but if you go this way, he rolls in, then you go that way.
Then he can't make the double, so we just make this good. Make this good.
Yeah, coming that intern side, so as we said, it does curl a little bit more this way, so you'll be able to get that finish at the end. The thing that you really want to be careful of, though, is not setting up a double.
I think you almost want to leave a little bit of this rock showing, a little bit of the outside. You can have a good piece of the forefoot.
Mine's good. For 4.
And remember, Greg Persinger, he got to practice this draw in the last end.
Look up for me. For 6-5.
Yep. Stay on it, Colin.
Mine's good.
Sweeper saying 6-5, and that would be a zone, so that would be a top 8. Top 4, but it is quite a bit shorter.
Oh, it's not even second shot. That is disaster for USA.
It's all right. You're going to play the same shot.
I know, but we can't
I got you.
sleep in that. We need a half inch. Can't give up.
He's saying touch white. We didn't need to touch white.
I got a 95.
Yeah, USA exhibiting quite a bit of frustration. I mean, the battle at skips, it is even.
Ein bisschen weniger.
Well, one saving grace for the USA would be that stone they just threw. Since it is pretty much open, might be able to use that tap on their last one. But we'll see where this German stone goes.
They've got a great roll. Yeah, but the way these angles sit up, USA, even if they draw right around that stone they just threw, they've got a chance to sit completely shot, fully buried, and the access for Germany would be very difficult.
We can make that tap to the forefoot, freeze on him, and keep our shooter there. Cuts down his draw.
Well, you got to flirt with.
He just draws here.
While USA goes through their options. it's a wide open opportunity for Russia. Alexei Timofeev and Team Russia need a bit of the forefoot. They're already shot. They've got an opportunity to tie this game up. And just cleaning it right in. Beautiful draw weight. Russia will put 2 points up on the scoreboard, and that game is knotted up at 5 as they play the 8th.
For 3. Is there a way we can tap that 2 rock up to the...
Oh, yeah.
And block their draw? I know they're going to have this side, but this side's a little straighter, and, you know, we're going out on the boards, right?
We only
so it's
have
a
to
little
move
tougher.
this an inch for it to be second.
The truth is, though, I think this side is easier to make the draw. I mean, we could also just do this.
Yeah, if we ever come up short, though, he's drawn for 3.
Yeah, you're right.
This tap is pretty easy, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You can
we
see a
just
little
threw it.
more than half.
I mean, even if we tick it to here, he's still going to draw.
Right.
And we can roll right here. It's
I mean,
not bad.
ideally, we just want to roll to guard the draw on that
It's either
side.
that or you hit the back
Because
one
we
and
haven't
give him 2.
thrown a lot of
But
draws.
I think this makes it a little tougher.
It does.
What do you like, Greg?
My first thought was this, but I guess if you ever rub. But if you rub, you might rub that for...
I guess we could play that, and if you rub, you're going to be...
Yeah, you don't have to move that far, right?
No, I only have to move it 2 inches.
Okay, if you like that, then throw it. I mean, you got
I'm
to play it
fine
tight.
with that.
You guys like that?
I'm fine with it if you're fine with it. You just threw it.
Yep.
You just threw it, and I got a 93 on you.
Did you guys both get 90s?
I had an 87.
Okay. So you need like
So
an
put a
80.
good broom down, Rich, and if it
75.
ticks,
Yeah.
play to spin it off.
We'll play it to just miss it. If it ticks it, it spins them both.
Let's do it.
So USA exercising its timeout. They bring their coach, Philip Drobnik, down to the ice, and they go through a bunch of the options that they had, and they ended up settling on this draw around to the forefoot. They thought that they have the best A plan for sure to sit shot underneath those staggered red rocks all in front of the rings.
So we're playing it tight.
If they happen to over curl, they can tick
Yes.
and get second shot and hold Germany to 2.
75.
We're going dead T-line.
But the reality here is, Allison, that if Germany takes 2 points, their chance of winning the game goes to almost 80%.
Should be real close. 6.
Whoa. You got lots of line right now. Getting better. Stay close, Colin. Yep.
6 is good news.
7, 8. Whoa, then. Whoa.
A little hot then.
Stay
7,
with it,
8.
Phil. You're going to have to go a little
We're on the back
No,
4.
Okay, that's not bad. That's fine. That's fine.
Just a little bit too much weight there. That's, I think that's a really good shot selection for USA. Unfortunate that Greg Persinger comes up just a bit heavy. Frustrating situation. Opportunity for Germany to get this lead back in this all-important, pivotal 8th end of the game.
Voll 4.
Ja, Linie, Linie. Hard, Linie.
Auf, viel.
Hard.
Need part of the forefoot.
Auf, Jungs.
Oh my.
War gut.
Sweepers can't understand it.
What happened on that one? Just crazy. Ends up being light. You know what, though? Germany needs to remember that tying up this game was significant. They've got an opportunity to hold USA to 1 or try and blank the 9th.
Get out a little further, like probably got a smidge wider light on that.
What a game we've got. It's 5-5.
And that's hard.
We'll be back for the 9th.
But
That's how we are where we're at. It is 5-5 in this session's 13 game. Germany looking for a guard. They want to force USA to go for their 2 points here. Germany might set up a steal, might get to move the hammer back to their favor for the 10th end.
Yes, line. Hard line. Gotta go. Hard, Greg. Hard, Greg. Hard, Greg.
You gotta go.
Hard, Greg. Yes. Hard, Bolt. Go.
It's a guard. Oh my God.
Oh, and
oh my,
Phil Tilker. Just a disastrous outcome right now. He's got to be frustrated. He's had such a beautiful game. And to guard a guard in the 9th end.
Yeah, Rich shaking his head a little bit there. Frustration setting in a little bit.
Yeah, and one of the things that no one tries to miss. I mean, like all of the work you put into this game, it is just so frustrating in that moment when, especially for a player like Phil Tilker, who's been playing so well this game, where he's had just a great command of the ice, of the stones he's using, and had great production for USA. To have that moment where, you know, you just get a 15-foot, 20-foot miss. Really challenging, but he's got to bounce back here. Needs to come down in, freeze on Sebastian Speiser's rock that's in the 4-foot.
A little heavy. Pretty good. Needs to 6. Got room. 6 by itself. 7. Whoa, then. Whoa. Whoa, never. 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 We've got room. Now. We're close now. Never. We're really close. Never. Get to nose. Okay. Okay.
And that is a great follow-up.
Yeah, that is a really gritty, tough, digging deep for performance. Great shot by Tilker.
Really critical at this point as well.
Yeah, and actually, you saw the disappointment in his own face, his teammates' face. It's so valuable to help lift their spirits again and say, okay, we're back on track, just a couple more rocks. We'll get back at this.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said before. No one's intentionally trying to miss out there. So it's really important that we help our teammates as opposed to knock them down, make them feel guilty when they miss.
Yeah, and look at this. This is rocks stacked on rocks, stacked on rocks. Colin Huffman will get the opportunity to get some granite moving.
Like 2/3 is pretty good. 3/4.
Hit it right on the center line.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
You gotta go.
Roll anything you can, Greg. Anything you can. That's a beauty.
There you go.
Let's go. Come on.
Again, it's not what you've done in the past, it's what you're doing right now, and Colin Huffman just did it all. Look at this. Yes, that is a run triple takeout and sits USA shot on the 4-foot and 2 corner guards. Talk about spirits lifted. And now Germany, they have to dig deep. There's really no one better, the most experienced guy on the sheet in Daniel Her Berg. He's been to 2 Olympic Games.
That's good.
Many world championships, European championships. An extraordinary player.
I think we have to. Okay. So just control.
I like it.
I got a bit of a positive voice from Colin Huffman for the first time in a couple ends. He likes it. You bet he does. He's feeling good from that last shot. Needs this one here.
Yep.
Hard!
Oh,
Whoa, now, off now. Phil,
Whoa.
roll to center.
Yeah, roll to center. All right. Wow, that made a big move.
Was I down?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know then.
10-6, but it just made a big move. I shouldn't have done that there.
That's totally... That was kind of my
They're getting some strange extra curl and dying in some spots right now. It makes you wonder if the ice is maybe getting a little bit flat. Something they're going to need to watch out for.
Yeah, late in the game, the ice conditions can change pretty significantly.
Oh, that do it. Okay. Hard, Greg.
Good.
Saying hard, Greg. Well, can't sweep it yet. Has to pass that T line in order for him to be able to sweep it.
Great out there. They're behind the tee.
Yeah, and now with that great shot by Manuel Walter,
That's real close. It'll hook once it crosses.
USA's got to switch
So we're looking at
tactics.
80, 90?
It's not about the blank anymore. It's about going 4-2. Use that corner guard. Draw a rock of your own underneath. Sit right up next to the German stone.
70.
That's good.
Never. Whoa. We got to be right off for a while.
Whoa. Whoa.
Right off. It's trying.
Close.
Whoa. Line's
close
getting better.
Yep.
Phil, stay close.
Yep. Line only waits perfect.
Wait's on it.
Doesn't have to be to
Waits
it.
perfect. We're to it. Very good.
And that's a really good shot for USA. A little bit of a bounce, but it is tucked underneath those guards quite well.
T-line. Linie ist gut. Yep. Oh, nur länger. Yep.
Braucht.
Oh.
Squeeze Hunter.
Yep.
Braucht.
Oh, nur länger. Ja. Yep. Linie.
Daniel.
Linie.
Daniel.
Hop. Oh. Oh.
Oh, perfect freeze from Germany. And we've got our first final of the afternoon. With that big 4-point opener for Italy, they continue their dominance over Japan. It's a 10-6 final.
Doesn't matter. We just have to. Can we freeze and be shot?
Yeah, just on the corner.
All right.
Okay, let's make it. I like to wait more.
Lighter.
It is. You're
Rich
right.
gets the
Definitely
same
lighter.
shot he just
5-6
had.
right now. We're real close.
Needs to curl a little.
Mine's good.
No, it's
Go
okay.
big.
Line's pretty
No,
good.
we're real close.
Mine's good.
Come on, right to it, guys.
Yep.
Right to it. Come on. Colin.
They can't leave
Real
this
close.
one.
Go there.
Yep.
There. Yep.
Once you've got the
there,
line,
there.
you're not going to
Go.
hurt it.
Go for line, go. Go.
Perfect.
Beautiful. There might be a chance here for Germany.
How much can you see? That's, ooh, edge on edge.
Yeah, if Germany can cross the face of that USA stone.
Could be bye-bye Reds.
Yeah, but if he hits it all thickly, he could just keep one of the USA stones around the rings. It's a big shot for Alexander Bauman.
Yep.
Not much handle here. It's skating absolutely sideways. Does he have it? He does. And look at that.
Beautiful.
Great command of the angles. He gets rid of all the USA rocks that are in the rings. Not even a full rotation down the ice on that stone. It was moving so quick.
There you have it. Double is thin. So they're just going to look for the hit and roll.
Yeah, so this is basically like the alternate way to make the freeze. You got to remove that one stone. You've got a catcher. You've got to hold the line, hit on the outside.
Yes! 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 Go! Go! Thanks for the call.
And that is a beautiful shot.
Great call, Rich. I had to call. That's why I asked.
Double was thin, but
Hey, that's throwing to your tolerance.
they got it.
Here it is, Colin holding the line at the end. They've going for the double, and they get it, and they actually bounce up a little bit. Keep USA tucked under the corner.
That's back to what we talked about earlier. What's the catcher weight, right?
Exactly.
That was the catcher weight.
Looking in next door, Russia makes a great freeze with their last shot. Mark Pfister and Team Switzerland. They need to make a better draw with their last. This is the 8th end. Even a score of a single point means so much. Gempler and Merky working as hard as they can to drag this stone. It just does not have the pace. And with that, Russia steals a single point in the 8th. Switzerland gonna need all they've got to pull that game out. Germany needing all they've got here. This is a tough situation. One rock left.
Ja, ich sage auch, Nuller wird auch nicht einfacher. Ja. Ich würde sogar ein bisschen schieben.
Aber minimal, ja, nicht viel. Wenn wir schieben, dann dürfen wir nur gerade.
Das ist echt, ja, gerade bringt nichts. Wo willst du denn gerade hinschieben?
Ja, wenn dann hier halt, oder? So. Ja, genau. Gut.
Ja,
Das wäre auf jeden Fall Shot
dass wir
liegen.
Shot liegen.
10 cm
Nur
schieben,
T-Line,
bisschen
oder?
schräg.
Von der Länge, T-Line.
So it sounds as if they're just going to throw T-line weight and try and bump it a little bit on the side so that they lie shot stone. Not an easy shot. If they were to ever bump it a little bit too thin, they're going to go into the open. So this is a really tricky shot.
There is very little margin of error here for Germany.
Achtung!
Hast leichter Tipp.
Leichter Tipp.
Achtung!
Bleiben.
Achtung!
Ganz leichter Tipp. Ja! Ja! Hard!
It's that spot where it curls so hard. Have they lost the line?
Go!
Oh, they have. They needed to hold that line on the corner. Oh, what a missed opportunity as the weight was beautiful from Bauman. So close for Germany.
What an opportunity for the United States.
You think it's 80 over here?
I think it's an 80. I don't think 90 is enough.
Go up by 2 going into the final end.
Put you right on the T-line.
Greg Persinger has had several draws that have been 1 inch heavy, 1 inch light to win games. This is a shot. I know it's not the last shot of the game, but this last shot in 9 to put USA up by 2 goes a long way to securing what would be potentially their second win.
Cannot hurt this, Colin.
Go, can't hurt it.
Colin had a little bit of a slip there. That power sweep, well worth it. USA, a huge time to come up with a draw to that button. They put 2 points up on the board and a 2-point lead going into the 10th and final end.
20 seconds.
You're watching live coverage from the 361 World Men's Curling Championship 2018.
Line's good.
We're coming to you from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, the United States of America.
Line's great. Make it
Speaking
good.
of the United States of America, they are playing in this feature match. They're up by 2 points, playing the 10th and potentially final end of this pivotal game for both of these teams. Germany, half a rock of a miscue in the 9th end puts their back against the wall. They are going to need the excellent play from their lead to continue. They need 2 points to force an extra end. They'd need 3 points to take the win outright.
They got a tough road ahead of them. Taking 2, they've been good at it, but stealing is, it is tricky.
Yeah, Germany's had the 2 set up. Remember, now we go back, we flash back to that miss in the 8th end where the draw comes up just short. They had a relatively open opportunity for 2 and 8. Their skip, Alexander Bauman, came up short of the house. And then USA managed the pressure of the 9th end really well.
No, line's pretty.
I just want to leave it.
2 points on the board there.
Just top 8. Curving. Yeah. We're not going to tap. Okay.
All right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That lost point in 8. Oh, so significant for Germany.
Well,
And the aggressive tactic, double corner guards. First time we've seen this all game. And those rocks sit even. There's no double peel available.
Yep, they will elect to peel off the side. That would give them that double enroll, so clear away that guard.
Keep going.
But,
Keep
oh
going.
my.
You're good now, but keep going. Okay. Good.
That's a pretty good shot. They get the shooter almost all the way out of play. The corner guard's gone. There's an interesting little positive development for Germany that's out there. Those staggered rocks of USA sitting on top of the house. You can pile a rock right behind there, and it's difficult to run a takeout. So Germany just going to spend a little time out in front of the rings here. Now, this heavy rotation, holding that rock really straight. Get some finish at the end, but now the double peel is absolutely available to Colin Huffman and Team USA.
Probably.
Then let's stay away from it.
Okay.
Yeah, can't jam it in.
So they're not going to risk anything. They've got the 2-point lead. They're going to go for the guarantee, as it were, single peel.
Clean. Wish I would have thrown first. Good.
Martin Speiser, the German coach, communicating via mental telepathy to his team. As the coaches are not allowed to talk or communicate in any other manner while the team is playing.
Halt! Halt, go! Weiter geht's. Halt! Halt! Go, go, go.
That's good.
Okay.
Good.
Now, will they look at it now?
Yeah, you're into thirds rocks. Double peels available.
Need about
Philip Drobnik.
Coaches are shaking their heads a little bit.
And Scott Baird looking on.
Yep, yep.
This is a crucial shot.
Yep. Hard.
Go, 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 go.
Come
If
on.
they were to make it look really good for Team USA.
Out, 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 out. That's good.
You know what? That's a pretty good alternative.
It is. It is. That's a great shot from Rich Rahonen.
You did have it. If you just don't say anything, we have it.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
All right, guys.
All you had to do was nothing.
You know that's not happening.
That's for damn sure.
Eli!
How's Vollgas?
Alex! Lege!
So, Alex.
Voll durch! Linie ist gut! Voll durch! Fest! Fest! Weiter geht's! Weiter! Go! Los, Typ! Go!
Oh, and there's the draw into the corner. Making use of the corner. USA is going to peel the guard and looking around the rink where our scores are at. Switzerland trying to fight back here against Russia. We've got our final, Italy over Japan, and it's all tied up on sheet D, 5-5, Netherlands and China.
Yep. Stupid cap. Yeah. Yes, Colin. Oh,
Ooh.
Okay.
Big opportunity for Germany now.
Yeah.
Wrap one around.
Yeah, if Germany wraps one around those staggered U.S. rocks in the top of the rings, they've got a chance.
Got a chance for 3.
Nach den und rüber.
Den?
Ja.
Oder
They're going
den?
to keep their life simple.
Dann machen sie auf, dann haben sie nochmal einen leichten Double. Ah, ich bin Nase nicht schlecht.
Okay. Nase leicht rollen.
Perhaps they're worried about drag on the
Yeah.
top 2.
Wenn der Nase liegt, geht nur der Double über den.
Yeah, and I think if they are going for the hit, you really want to just hit on the nose. You want to get rid of one USA stone. That other USA stone would be a back guard. It will hold you onto the rings. You know, you got to wonder if that kind of casual chatter from USA, you know, poking fun at their skip, if that doesn't impact him when he's got to throw another rock. I mean, they're tough guys, but at some point we're all human, and you want to hear that you're doing things well and you're doing things right.
Okay.
Build your confidence.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that.
So with that, Manuel Walter over curls a bit, hits a little on the inside or what we might call the low side of the rock, and
Even if you know the right,
goes towards the corner.
Huh?
If we roll to the right a foot and a half, does he have a double to sit 2 under?
No.
No, it's gonna be this one. It's gonna be higher.
Perfect. Let's do it, kid.
So just normal.
Just normal, okay?
9.5.
Like normal.
I was thinking out turn as well. Run straight.
If you want the out turn.
What do you like?
This is fine.
9.5.
Greg Persinger, 83% on 13 hits. Can he make 200% shots here in the 10th end?
This goes hard to this corner. Allison Kreviatsik talked about this in the second end. USA manages it beautifully. Great shot from Persinger.
His only first shot. He can't get two now.
Great sleep.
He's like,
say it all.
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, did that curl hard. Yeah, he doesn't say much, but,
No.
but his
body
eyes
tells it
are
all.
pretty expressive.
Bisschen mehr, Daniel.
And now, looking for the shot of his life, Alexander Bauman. He needs a hit and roll under cover.
Ja. Wow.
Go.
Achtung.
Yep.
Wow.
Whoa.
Achtung.
Whoa.
Armroll.
He's got the roll, but not enough. It is open for USA.
As long as he gets this one out, worst case scenario, it's an extra end. Even if Germany is to make a double on the next one.
Normal?
Yeah, and Germany will have likely have a double attempt. It may be tough. It may be a little bit simple, but first priority for USA, and they've switched turns. They
don't like that other one.
They do not like that other one. There's Skip's face did say it all. The look on Greg Persinger.
Whoa.
But remember, this is the straighter side. If it curls the other way, it goes straight on this one.
Whoa. Phil. Go.
Have they lost it?
Come on.
That's good enough.
Oh boy, they almost overcooked that one with the directional sweeping. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
I didn't say carve it. If you would have done that,
There's that expression again.
Yeah.
You guys switched on your own?
Greg's like, can't we just throw the rock?
Yeah. Why does it have to be this close?
Wahnsinnig weiten Weg.
Nee, mit 0 möchte ich nicht.
Wir müssen 2 machen. Der muss auch noch raus.
Ja, das sind 20 reicht locker.
Okay.
Ganz schön dünn, oder? Irgendwann.
Bitte?
Dünn müssen wir noch haben, ja?
So it's the last shot of the 10th end.
Also wir müssen halt 3 Zentimeter.
Germany is hoping it is not the last shot of this game.
Hier muss man haben.
They're going to play a very tricky tick, redirect, double takeout to try and force the extra end against USA.
Mit 20. Ja.
And the final stone for the 10th end is away.
Go!
Oh, it curls so hard here. Does he have it? Oh, just misses it.
Oh, wow.
What an attempt from Alexander Bauman. And rolling just underneath the second USA stone. Terrible news for Germany. It's great news for the United States. They take the final 8-5.
One red.
That was a gritty win for USA. The last couple of stones in the Switzerland-Russia game coming your way. Russia has a 6-1 lead over Switzerland. And that rock in the back of the house trips up Simon Gempler. But Switzerland not tripped up. They make a great freeze down into the forefoot. On their third's last stone. And now it's about Skip's rocks. Alexei Timofeev. He wants to follow that rock down, freeze right into the forefoot. Russia's got that 1-point lead. Switzerland's got the last stone here. Excellent shot. Almost no space available for Switzerland. Mark Pfister sets his target brush for his vice skip. Heads off down the ice.
Ja. ...65 ist gut. Okay. 75. Die Linie wäre ja gut gekommen.
Mark Pfister, he's thrown 8 draws this game. He's been playing well. He needs a perfectly placed stone.
Sicher. Sicher.
Oh, Achtung. Darf auch ein Tap, Achtung. Oh.
So it's his brother Enrico Pfister and Rafael Merki on the brushes. They have not touched it. This rock.
Okay.
Oh, just bounces a little bit. This is going to create an opportunity for Russia to choke off almost all of the scoring area. Just a hair heavy, took the sweepers out of the shot. And now Timofeev having a very steady game for Russia. He's got a pretty open look for this precision tap. Needs to move the Swiss stone back just a couple of inches. And it's starting to curl. They're holding it. They're trying to hold the line. And boy, do they make a beautiful shot. Here it comes in. Front end sweeping, holding the line. They make the tap. They take control of that angle. What have they left Team Switzerland? Timofeev thrilled.
Ja, de Nase ist nicht hier so. Musst probieren. Ja, oder?
Can Mark Pfister see enough of that center line shot to throw the double takeout?
Ha? 6? Ja, einfach so, dass der Shooter kannst behalten.
Nein. Ist innen versetzt. Okay.
If he gets to the nose of that stone just thrown, he might be able to create enough action if he can hold his shooter. Might be able to create enough action to take 2 and the win in this game.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
They've got to get all the way to nose.
Whoa, Trillo.
This one's hanging wide. They're going to jam it. Does it get out? Oh, it does. They get a single point, and we've got free curling here this afternoon for you. Switzerland and Russia. They will go to an extra end.
Shooter, der geht immer im Fall. Das ist ja so viel Guard jetzt vorbei, das ist ja locker vorgespielt.
Ja, aber es ist so viel Guard vorbei. Das macht bei einem 7 so viel Treffen, oder nicht? Ja, das wäre fast nicht gegangen.
You're watching live coverage of the 3-6-1 World Men's Curling Championship 2018. It's bonus coverage. We've switched from our feature game to the extra end of Switzerland versus Russia. Simon Gempler. His rocks are vital to the success of the game plan for Team Switzerland. And he bisects that center line beautifully, really high in the field of play. Great start in the extra end for the Swiss. Yevgeny Klimov. He needs a different kind of precision with this rock, looking for the tick shot. Might have set this one out a bit, put a little bit of outward momentum on the release.
Yeah, but skipper's just hoping and praying it'll curl enough, but it'll just go by.
And now they're working hard to get that rock all the way out of the field of play. They don't need anything hanging around. Nothing that could possibly help Switzerland. And now Gempler, he gets a chance to put another guard up.
Sicher 3 nehmen. 3. Linie ist super, Linie ist super. Bis hier.
Ja, 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 ja. Sieht kurz aus.
Ja, ja. Ja, ja.
They want this one as tight to the rings as possible. And again, bisecting that center line, but not in the scoring area.
Wow, just 2 perfect guards. Look at that.
And with the perfection of that lineup, Russia knows it needs to take command of the 4-foot scoring area before Switzerland can get there. So Klimov gets called for the draw.
That's a really great draw. Beat them around.
Yeah, not only beat them around, but full forefoot above the tee line. Outstanding.
And 100% buried.
So now it's Rafael Merki's turn.
Wow, 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 wow. Nu, dat is weit aus.
Back 4 weight called. They want to tap a little bit. They don't have any line on this stone. Is it overthrown?
This has really got to come down.
Can
they get it by? At least get a plan B. They just leave it. A little bit too long. Sweepers. Just, I think they maybe thought it was a little heavier than it was, and
yeah, and then all of a sudden it picked up the curl, and once these stones grab the curl in the ice, the weight comes off them incredibly quickly. And now Artur Razabov. They need the peels. They need the clearing shots. And it's going to be one at a time because of the excellence in the placement of those rocks from Team Switzerland's lead. And they are working this one hard. The weight adjustment made. Involve your sweepers. Down there, right into the top of the 8-foot. Help take command of that scoring area. Razabov, he gets another peel. They wouldn't mind if this one clips some of the rocks in the rings.
yeah, absolutely. Try and clean up a bit of this clutter.
Oh, just misses the rock on the top of the 8-foot. But clears out everything in front of the rings. And this is Enrico Pfister.
Linie klein. Linie klein.
Meter. Knapp.
Jetzt nochmal noch länger.
Nummer 2.
Nochmal noch länger. Linie kommt gut.
2.
2 bis 3. 2. 2. Wow, gehört genug.
2 bis 3.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's good.
Gut.
Puts up a beautiful centerline guard.
Yeah, just enough to kind of tempt and take a look over. Final score, Netherlands and China. Netherlands will win this game 6-5. What a battle that one was.
Back and forth the whole way.
Yeah, question is, are they going to be tempted to try and slash that in, or are they going to look to just clear out that guard?
Yeah, so with this challenging situation, the rock placement by Switzerland, awesome. Russia has their coach coming out. So Alexander Kozarev making his way to the ice.
We'll take a listen in here.
Чтобы он с ним сыграл когда-то.
Ну что скажешь, мы думаем, Да.
Да. У нас есть вариант пил этого красного, либо пилгард.
Невозможно. Да. Не, слишком сложно.
Если вы этот снимете, у вас хотя бы зона будет.
Да?
А этот камень хорошо стоит. А? Этот камень хорошо стоит. У вас есть интурный, аутур.
А что по весу думаешь? Аккуратно средний, так просто выскочит?
Да, мне кажется, средним.
Посмотрите, сколько он торчит.
Полкамня он торчит.
Да.
Ну да. В общем, если он привезет близко, разбивайте все. Если вы сейчас снимете, он здесь сыграет.
Да, у нас будет много камней.
У вас будет много камней.
И зоны маленькая. Мне нравится зону расчистить.
Окей. Давай пил этого камня.
Он будет натал, но главное, чтобы потом у тебя... Тебе надо 4.
Да. Средним? Им еще надо будет с этим как-то потом сыграть. Ну пускай они пилом его сделают, у нас много зоны, но если не привезу, значит что? Серег, средний?
50.
На 5?
Да.
So after discussion with their coach, they have settled on picking the Swiss stone that is shot on the side of the button. Sergei Glukov.
Has he got anything?
Oh, absolute disaster after the timeout.
Not only that, but he has switched up the angle, so no longer have that yellow slash. Take another look.
Oh, that is actually an impossible shot to do on purpose.
Oh yeah.
And to accidentally do it, oh, it's just heartbreaking.
Peel tick.
There's still options for Russia, and now Switzerland's going to look to try and limit those options as much as possible.
Das abdecken und das abdecken.
Ja, das ist schwierig hier. Ja. Der Rot ist schwierig direkt.
And Switzerland's exercised their timeout. So remember, clock resets to 4.5 minutes for the extra end per team, and they each get 1 additional timeout. The Swiss coach, Robert Hurleman, makes his way to the ice.
Ja, stimmt. Ja. Ja, egal. Ah, der nimmt der beide Garten. Ja, nicht so schlecht, ja.
So?
Nein, nein.
So hier wäre er gut. Hier wäre er auch gut.
Da, okay. Gut.
Finde gut. Und sonst halt hier.
Ja. Wenn er gerade kurz bleibt.
Sonst halt hier.
Ja.
Alles gut.
So, wenn er gut, wenn er aber gar nicht. Ja.
So beißt er an die Centerline her.
Ja. Er wird genug Eis geben, nicht, dass wenn er zu viel geht, wenn der größere Garten verschwindet, bringt er das nicht.
Hier so?
Ja. Ja. Ja, ist gut.
Lenkt das?
So it looks like they've elected to try and wrap this one around a little bit. Stagger those top 2. Just to throw a top 12 weight.
Yeah, and it's the younger Pfister brother, Enrico, who gets the opportunity to throw after the timeout.
Platz 12! Nummer Länge!
3 Nummer! Nummer 3! Kort! Nummer 3! 3 wachsen, 12!
This one, very light.
Yeah. Might be in the back of your mind. You don't want to throw it heavy. You don't want to bounce off and give them an opportunity. So it definitely was the tolerance.
Yeah, to be light there.
Yeah, but maybe a little overcautious.
Yeah, but they do also have to have the discussion. What is going on in the speed of the ice? They hadn't thrown on that side this end, and they're the only game out there. The ice can slow down a bit. The ice can also straighten up a bit. So Good job, Brian Rico, for going down there. And now it is up to Sergei Gukov to clean up a bit of the mess he made.
Whoa! Поднять, ничего не вижу. Whoa! Sweep!
Just drives it by, but skipper knew it. Called it early to try and make sure that that shooter was going to roll off and not leave a guard.
Yeah, and at some point, I mean, you can see Timofeev lining up those angles. He knows what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to play a run back and try and use the Swiss stones to promote his own that's sitting on top of the forefoot. And the Swiss skip, Mark Pfister, that's the territory he's looking at managing. He wants to land this rock about halfway between the hog line and the scoring area. Absolutely in front of the Swiss stone sitting in the top of the 8-foot.
Schritt aus. Linie ist gut. Muss gödeln. Nummer 2. Trillo!
It's got a lot of curling to do. This will finish hard, and as it finishes, the weight comes off. Rafael Merki working hard to move this rock. They've lined it up quite well. And that's what Alexei Timofeev is going to try and do. Line it up even better. Use that stone. Run it back in. Huge game for Russia. They've got 5 wins and 2 losses. They are chasing for a spot in the playoffs, looking good for it. And this rock just sits a little on the high side, to the wide side. The good news is he's going to have something similar with his last.
Yep.
And he's seen it once. And now it's Mark Pfister's job to replace that guard. Make Timofeev's life as difficult as possible.
Linie muss schon die haben, es kommt schon zu, oder? 90. Der sagt ja die Linie selber, oder? Gar nicht vorher.
Mark Pfister really taking his time, making sure he's settled.
Yeah, he's got a minute 20 on the clock. Tons of time. Can take that extra breath.
Soft. Muss hure viel Görle Trillo.
So this one's a little bit heavier. And it's hanging wide. You can see it. It's hanging on the outside. They don't want to make it too close, but they have to pull it for line. And that sits in a good spot. That's pretty close to the shot that Russia attempted on their skips first. You've got even less ice. So this is a run double tap, take out 4 shot, and to win this game and go to 6 wins for Russia. Switzerland sitting at 3-3. Their shot stone in the back of the button. Huge win opportunity for them as well.
He got it. Oh.
missed it 2 times in a row, was a very low percentage shot. And with that, Switzerland takes the victory, steals the victory. They win 7-6 over Russia. And the crowd is happy as well as the players.
Swiss fans in the stands. What a dramatic finish.
Yeah, extra end game. In our feature match, the 6th end, a missed opportunity by Germany sets Greg Persinger and USA up for an open hit to sit 2. And in the 9th, the German skips last stone over curls. And Greg Persinger and Team USA needs a draw to the 8-foot for 2 points and a 2-point lead going into the 10th. After an excellent hit and roll by the US skip, Alexander Bauman and Team Germany are left with a tricky tick redirect double takeout that narrowly misses. And with that rollout, the victory goes to USA. The final is 8-5. Finals from around the session. Switzerland winning in the extra end 7-6. Japan falls to Italy 6-10. And the Netherlands over China 6-5. The overall standings, Switzerland makes a move up the scoreboard with that significant win. They're at 4-3 now. The Netherlands and the United States each grabbed their 2nd win.
What an exciting finish you guys had here. What does a win mean here for you guys?
It means a lot. I mean, we've played better than that a lot of times and lost, and we struggled a little. The ice was kind of curling one way and a little straighter on the other way, but we pulled it through and got a couple breaks for once, and we got a win, and it's huge because it's been a long time. I'm not gonna lie. So we're really happy. It was a good, well played game, and a few misses here and there, but both teams shot pretty well.
You guys had a shot for 2 and 6. Do you feel like that was a bit of a momentum swing at that point?
Yeah, I think so. Anytime you can get, when it wasn't looking like we were going to get a deuce, and then made a couple of good shots and suddenly we got it. So, anytime you can pull one out of thin air, it's really good, when you're kind of just maybe playing for the blank, or hoping you don't give up one, but made a couple good shots and got our 2, and that was huge to get back on top because we were exchanging deuces the whole game, as you could see, and then holding them the one end to a single point was big, and then we got our deuce, and 2 points coming home is usually a pretty good situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Colin had a double run back triple in the 9th end to really help you guys out. How incredible is it to have that kind of powerhouse at second position?
Oh, it's unbelievable. He can make shots like that. He made 2 or 3 that game that were huge run backs. And that one in 9 was just crazy. And we needed it. We're not in terrible rock position, but if we can get that back and get rid of all those, it was an unbelievable shot. It's great to have Colin there. He can throw huge weight, and that's what you need at that position. And he's made a few this week just like that. So, but that was probably the best one. So it's big.
Thank you, and congrats once again.
All right, thanks. We're really happy to get a win.
And with those final words from Rich Rahonen, they are very happy to get a win, and we're very happy that you joined us this afternoon. On behalf of myself and Swiss Helm, Allison Kreviatzik, and the entire crew, thanks for watching.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Jump hard. Hold.
I like 4.
Come on.